Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field at this time as we will now recognize our 2023 Central Methodist Men's Soccer Senior Class. Our first senior is Isaac Johnson. Isaac is a business major from Jefferson City, Missouri. He's escorted today by his parents Katie and Terrence Johnson and sister Gwen. Isaac's favorite memory is every time the team beat Missouri Valley College. Upon graduation, Isaac plans to continue to play professional soccer. Thank you, Isaac. Our second and final senior this evening is number 8, Alvaro Parojo. Alvaro is an exercise science major from Suecia, Spain. He's escorted today by Judith Gonzalez, Alicia Zamara, and Mark and Rebecca Harrison. Alvaro's favorite memory from his time at TMU is winning the conference championship last year in 2022. After graduation, Alvaro plans to continue playing soccer while studying to become a firefighter. Thank you, Alvaro. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for our 2023 CMU men's soccer senior class. Tonight's match brings together two teams from the Heart of America Athletic Conference, which is home to over 7,000 student athletes from across the Midwest. All Heart teams are expected to abide by the 5 NAI core values, which are integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Davis Field for tonight's Heart of America men's soccer match between the Clarke University Pride and your Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA Champions of Character Values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Clarke University. Number 3, Ryui Akiani. Number 4, Joshua Reddy. Number 9, Hector Mandrano. Number 11, Luke Persenko. Number 17, Dan Valverde. Number 18, Jose Gomez. Number 21, Kevin Kloss. Number 25, Robin Tanju. Number 28, Eric Bohm. Number 35, Mikro Zamorano. And in goal, number 0, Fernando Contreras. The Pride are led by head coach Mike Kay. He's assisted by Alex Lee, Kenton Winstead, and Vendia Diaz. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Central Methodist Eagles. Sophomore defender, number 2, Martin O'Toole. Junior defender, number 5, Adrian Stock. Junior defender, number 6, Basil Ernay. Senior forward, number 7, Isaac Johnson. Senior midfielder, number 8, Alvaro Parojo. Senior midfielder, number 10, Matthias Stork. Sophomore forward, number 11, Koen Schimmel. Freshman midfielder, number 12, Mats van der Eerden. Junior defender, number 16, Cesar Cuellar. Senior forward, number 17, Jayton Johnson. And in goal, freshman, number 1, Nicolo Cabras. Eagles are led by head coach Adam Gallen, who's assisted by Eli Sherman and Darren Jones. Good luck to both teams. All right. Welcome into Davis Field for Heart of America Athletic Conference men's soccer regular season action. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central Methodist University, and we've got a doozy for you here tonight between the Clarke University Pride out of Dubuque, Iowa, and the Eagles of Central Methodist, who are hosting this evening's match. You might say, well, Rachel, why is this a doozy? And I say, I'll tell you, because the winner of this match will lock up a spot in the conference tournament. And the loser of this contest could potentially be on the outside looking in, would probably need some help. But this is a big one here between CMU and Clarke. And again, Tim and I were, more so Tim was doing the math and the researching, and CMU with a win tonight could jump up as high as number 5 depending on what happens, or they could drop all the way out of the conference tournament altogether. So we get a stoppage in play already. Maybe not a stoppage in play, but again, the official blew his whistle, so we blew a long whistle, so we weren't sure. But we'll resume action here. CMU. Schimmel sends one into Isaac Johnson. Isaac, one of two seniors recognized today's senior day. Cuellar sends one in. It's deflected back out. The other senior was Alvaro Perojo, number 8, so not nearly as big of a senior class compared to the women who had 8. Isaac Johnson sends that one in. So the Clarke Pride come into this contest 7-4-4, 4-4-2 overall. And CMU not too far behind them in terms of overall records, 7-6-3, but identical records of 4-4-2. And remember, it's a system. The standings are based on points, not on wins necessarily. So you want more wins than ties, because a win will give you 3 points, tie will give you 1, and obviously you don't get anything for a loss. So again, we'll probably get into the nitty-gritty of the conference seedings and standings as it goes along here today. Anyone tuning in listening from either Dubuque, or I know we've got some teams on the road that maybe tune in on the bus, CMU volleyball, CMU bowling. So if you guys haven't started warming up yet, I'll give you all a shout out. Appreciate you tuning in. That's Kuhn Schimmel. Ball sent upfield. Again, CMU going from right to left on your screen, trying to score. They're in the white kits with the dark green trim. Clarke going from left to right on your screen. Dark blue navy kits with white trim. So that makes us happy with as statisticians and broadcasters. You can see numbers a little more clearly. So well done, guys. Perojo sends one up. He's looking for Stork. Stork tries to track it down. Too far out in front, though. It's Contreras, the goalkeeper for the Pride. So we'll get a foul called, I believe, on Clarke. So be a free kick for the Eagles, and they take that quickly. Ernay. Ball thrown in by Tanju of Clarke. A shot by Kevin Kloss, number 21. One-on-one opportunity with Cabras, the CMU goalkeeper, but that gets skied over the crossbar and not anywhere close to the back of the net. It'll be a goal kick for CMU as we get things underway. Just about 5 minutes gone here in half number 1. Again, this is a crucial matchup if you're just now tuning in. Winner's going to lock up a conference tournament berth. While the loser may need some help getting in, if they're able to get in at all. So we'll get a foul. I believe that's on number 16, Cesar Cuellar. He's the one that's given arguments to the head official. So again, it's a high intensity match. Just the last regular season game of the season for both of these squads. So they'll come in with a little more intensity. It'll be number 11, Luca Persenico, and Gomez, number 18. Gomez donning the captain's armband. So Persenico looks like he'll take this with his left. A free kick. Deflected. Goes out of play. So, stays in play, but ends up being a Clarke foul, so it'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Deep in their own
deep in their own territory. Perojo. That's Schimmel. Kuhn Schimmel. Contreras just gets a hand on that. It goes out of the back of the net. I think it'll be I thought it might be a corner kick for CMU. It would be their first corner kick of the night, but last the official says nope. It went off of a CMU player. So it'll be a goal kick for the Pride. Pride are led by head coach Mike Pay. Eagles under first-year head coach Adam Galla. Ball sent upfield. Contreras for Clarke. He's going to clear it. He'll send it upfield. Perojo heads it back. There's Stork over to Jayton Johnson. Jayton Johnson, a fifth-year senior. Schimmel up to Stork. Stork back to, that's Isaac Johnson over there on the far side. Johnson sends one to the box. Johnson with the header, cleared. Cleared again by Clarke. Ernay. No call. Perojo for a foul. We'll see if we get a stoppage and play on the clock. Nothing yet. Perojo trying to argue. Get a stoppage and play. Thought the initial foul might have been on Perojo, but second thoughts make me think it might have been Adrian Stock. But they were both arguing with the official, so that really doesn't help us in that sense. But regardless, it'll be a free kick for the Pride from about their own, or I guess the CMU 40 if you're looking at the football grid lines from across the way. Ball sent in. Right at Cabras, though. Easy work for the freshman. Schimmel up to Stork. Stork is looking for Jayton Johnson. Rolls towards the corner. Johnson tries to chase it down. Goes out of play. See who they give it to. It'll go the way of Clarke, so it'll be a goal kick for the Pride. O'Toole up to Johnson. Johnson back to a little give and go there in the duo. Schimmel. Parojo. Over to Cuellar here on the near side. Cuellar flicks one up. He's looking for Vander Eerden. Not able to track it down. Again, if you're just tuning in, CMU women picked up a 2-1 win in their final regular season game of the year, clinching their 5th straight outright regular season conference championship in program history. Actually, I should say 6. They've won 6 of them, but 5 straight last 5 years. Clarke with the shot, deflected though by Cabras. So that was Hector Medrano on the shot for Clarke. And a low line shot, good save by Cabras, the freshman keeper for the Eagles. Hard tackle by Cuellar. Official says we play on. Johnson to Stork. Stork over to Isaac Johnson, tries to track it down, goes out of play. That'll be a corner kick. That'll be CMU's first corner kick of the evening. We'll see who takes this. It'll be either Cuellar or Johnson. This will be Cesar Cuellar. Cuellar sends it into the box. That's Parojo. Maintains possession. Sends one in. Still out in the box. Stock. Johnson. Parojo. So a host of shot opportunities for CMU. Started with Jayton Johnson over here on the near post and goes off the crossbar, and Alvaro Parojo, another scoring opportunity. So basically just a bunch of free soccer balls rolling around in the box, but still scoreless here. 32 minutes left here in half number 1. O'Toole up to Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson to Jayton. Jayton Johnson in the middle. Back to Isaac Johnson. Stork. Over to Schimmel here on the near side. It's Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel. Say folks are arguing for a corner, but I don't think I've ever seen a more obvious non-corner in my life. Goal kick for Clarke. Throw in for CMU. Parojo. Parojo. Up to Isaac Johnson. Johnson on the far side. Johnson. Good defense. Johnson comes away with it. Not sure what they called there, but the FAR official immediately puts his flag up. Must have been a foul on someone from CMU, because that'll be a free kick for the Pride from about their 12, 13-yard line if you're looking at the football grid lines. So Contreras All skied up. They'll call Cuellar for the foul. So Cesar Cuellar, a little too much jersey pulling there. So free kick for the Pride. Deep in CMU territory. We'll see if they can capitalize on anything here. Personico, as well as Jose Gomez. Both on the free kick here for the Pride. Ball sent into the box. Headed. Right at Cabras, though. I don't think it would have made a difference because there was a foul either way. So it goes the way of CMU for a goal kick. Goal kick and a free kick, I guess you could say. Cabras sends that one bad midfield, headed by Valverde. It's Gomez. Deflected. Johnson tried to give a little kickback to O'Toole. Good defense by O'Toole to regain possession. They'll call a foul on number 9, Hector Medrano. So free kick for the Eagles. Again, it's been a highly physical battle here in the opening 17 minutes of play. Halftime scores here on the women's side. Just determining who CMU is going to play. Grandview and Culver Stockton are both even at 1-1 at halftime. I believe that is it's in Cannes, so senior night for the Culver women, but they're trying to get a win to see if they can sneak into the conference tournament. And Baker kind of duking it out for those last couple spots. And your reward would be, hey, come see a team that hasn't lost in 63 straight games at home. So they'll call a foul on Cuellar. And again, I think that's probably his second or third. We'll get a stoppage and play on the clock, and officials are talking to the coaching staff, talking to the injured Clarke player. We'll see if they issue a yellow card here on Cuellar. I think he's just going to have a conversation with him. So no card issued. So we'll play on, but we did get a stoppage in play. So 27-19 left. No. Free kick taken by Gomez. Dangerous spot for CMU. Clarke still in CMU territory. Shot. Taken by Valverde. Good defense, though, by Cabras. A low-lining shot. Ernay. It's Jayton Johnson. Jayton Johnson's got a little bit of a breakaway. He's one-on-one with the defender. Back to Schimmel. Schimmel dribbles around a defender. Now Stork. Stork to Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson sends one in. Deflected out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for the Eagles on the far side. Had to imagine that Cuellar is going to take that corner from way over there. CMU's going to have another opportunity to set piece. Again, we're still scoreless here. Cuellar sends a high one into the box. Johnson trying to track it down. He does. Keeps it in play. Collision. No call. We play on. That's Vander Eerden. Over to Johnson. We'll see who they give it to. Go the way of Clarke, so a free kick for them. I assume that was a foul on Jayton. I'm assuming. Oh. Well, I'll be your eyes over here. How about that? Okay. Peanut Gallery's a little under the weather today, so we try to help where we can. Again, it's that time of year. It's 80 degrees one day, and it's 45 the next, and so our allergies are all over the place, if you can imagine. Cuellar, Erne, clears it. Schimmel. It's Cuellar. Sends it back to Cabras. $24.40 left. It's Gomez with Schimmel defending. So if you look at the standings right now, Valley is clinched the number 1 overall seed. They'll win the Hart regular season championship outright. William Penn currently the number 2. Mid-America the 3. Mount Mercy the 4, and then a logjam at 5 through 8. Several of those teams have 4 or 5 or 4 wins with CMU right in the thick of it. So get our first substitution for the Pride today. Be number 13, Jonathan Velasquez, senior forward, out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Akiyama. Porojo heads that one away. Porojo, the other senior honored today, along with Isaac Johnson, so they're playing their final home game at Davis Field. Vander Eerden to Cuellar. Vander Eerden. Gomez, wearing the captain's armband for the Pride today, sends one way upfield. Martin O'Toole tried to track it down. That's Mendrano over there for the Pride. They'll call a foul on Mendrano, number 9. Yes. Ball sent upfield quickly. Some space for Personico, and that ball skied too high. Did it go through the uprights? Do we know? I don't know if it did. It did not. Oh, darn. Haven't been able to make my joke yet. Oh. Oh, well. Jonathan Velasquez will come in. He's going to replace, I think, number 11, Luke Personico. No. Close. Number 17, Daniel Valverde. Valverde, a freshman forward out of Madrid, Spain. Again, Clarke with a lot of possession here early on, at least in the attacking third. Seems had to scramble a little bit. Stork. Matthias Stork. And a jailbreak for Personico. Personico, great save by Cabras. Deflected, goes out. It'll be a corner kick for Clarke. CMU 7-6-3 overall, 4-4-2 in the conference. Clarke right there with him at 7-4-4 overall, 4-4-2 in conference play. So, like I said, an absolute log jam for the 5 through 9 seeds. So, see who's taking this corner. Ball sent in, cleared. An absolute strike from Gomez. That ball had some pace on it, just too far right of the goal. And someone got a deflection on it because, again, we'll do another corner kick down here on the near side for Clarke University, but I couldn't tell you. I can't see. Liam Arthur looks like he's going to check in for CMU here shortly. Clarke asking for a handball, but I'm going to say no. This ball sent in. Goes over the top of the net. You can hear the collective sigh and groan from the Clarke Pride fans. Traveled all the way down here. So Liam Arthur at some point is going to check into this match. Just under 20 minutes left here in half number one. Still scoreless. Again, I don't know if a tie really helps either of these teams. We need to probably secure a win to lock up a conference tournament berth. Ball goes out of play. Or a foul, excuse me. So Arthur, he'll check in at some point. Turnover. Clarke with it now. That's Erne. Good job by Erne. Erne. Hard tackle. He comes down with it. Kloss. Persineco. Cuellar heads it. Cabras. Erne to Van der Eerden. Gomez sends that one out of bounds. Again, just really strong offensive pressure from Pride here today. Arthur's going to come in. He's going to replace Jayton Johnson. Jayton, fifth-year senior. Lone remaining player from that 2019 NAIA National Championship team that ran the table, winning the regular season conference opening round and national championship. I think they only had one loss that year. I think they finished with a 22-1 record. Robin Tanju gets called for the foul, number 25, so free kick for the Eagles. Cuellar. That'll be Erne, maybe. Erne to Van der Eerden, back to Erne. Now, tie wouldn't necessarily hurt CMU. It would probably help them a little bit. I guess more so compared to a loss. Ball skied high. Goes out of play. Isaac Johnson on the free kick. Isaac, a 4-year member of this men's program. Ball thrown in. Headed back by Erne. Johnson sends that one in. Perojo. No. Hold on. Correction, Adrian Stock on the header. Apologies on that. Correct. I told you wrong. They're both tall individuals. It was. We're only human. So, Stock with a shot attempt. Good save, though, by Pride goalkeeper. Foul called against Clarke, so it'll go the way of CMU. Erne. Erne to Van der Eerden. Hard tackle, nothing called, though. That's Velasquez giving chase. We'll get a stoppage in play. And we're going to get our first booking of the night. That's going to be number 12, Vats Van der Eerden for CMU. Again, high-intensity situation. Both of their seasons are on the line, both sides. But Van der Eerden will get called for the The foul. Mirko Zamorano. Cuellar. And I already have a feeling this is going to be one of those games that we'll have a few stoppages in play. We'll get a stoppage in play again. I think we might get another booking. We'll see. That's Cesar Cuellar. Maybe not. Coach Gallagher going to have some words for our official to see what's going on. Looks like it'll be a free kick for CMU at the end of the day. So 15:34 left. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have the absolute pleasure. I don't have another headset for him, but I'd love to have him on. The godfather of track and field in the NEIA, Kenny Anderson, is sitting next to me, and what an absolute treat this is. He's running our homecoming pep rally this evening, so I'm sure we're going to be brainstorming some ideas here as we get closer and closer to that. We'll go back to the soccer action, though. Cuellar sends this one up. Arthur heads it. Johnson. Gomez. I'll go the favor of Clarke. Say they're trying to sneak their way up with the ball on that throw-in, but the official's going to say, hey, no. Number 6, Leonardo Valadares, comes on, and he replaces, I believe that's number 28, Eric Bohm. Substitution there for Clarke. Cuellar, Van der Eerden, Perojo, Van der Eerden, all turned over. Now right back to CMU. Again, Clarke back with it now. Van der Eerden. Schimmel, that's Schimmel on the near side, far side up to Stork. Stork threads a pass to Schimmel. That's Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel still with it. Schimmel, he's got Isaac on the back post. Van der Eerden too high over the top. Correct. Again, it goes over the football goalpost, so I always like to say if we're playing American football, it's 3, but this is European football, so just a simple corner kick for CMU, but again, an opportunity to set piece. 13:30 left here in half number 1. We're still scoreless. Again, a loss for either of these teams is really going to prove to be a challenge if they want to have any say in the conference tournament. Schimmel sends this one in. Off the target is Adrian Stock, and it'll go the way of Clarke for a goal kick. It's Perojo. Good defense by Perojo, and he's got an opportunity to counter for CMU. That's Matthias Stork with it. He needs support, though. Schimmel. Kuhn Schimmel dribbles towards the middle. Schimmel looking for Isaac Johnson. Can he track it down? He can. That's Isaac Johnson. Johnson looking for Arthur. Goes out of play, but again, another corner kick for the Eagles, and you can hear the intensity in the crowd ramp up as they're feeling the first goal of the night for the CMU men's side that has 6 total shots, no shots on goal yet, compared to 8 shots and 3 on goal for the Pride. This is their 4th corner, just as we hit the 12-minute mark in the first half. I think this is Schimmel. Schimmel sends this one in, headed out. Stork brings it back in. Perojo had a little bit of a window there, but eventually deflected. Key and Halpin will come in for CMU here at the next point to check in. And they'll call number 13, Jonathan Velasquez, for an offsides call, and the entire CMU backline immediately raised their hands asking for an offsides, which eventually did come. So Cabras sends one upfield. Schimmel. Perojo. Those long strides, gets him up the field. Looking for Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel tracks it down. He's got Arthur and Isaac Johnson as well as Stork over there in the middle. Schimmel. Schimmel sends one in. Still in play. Arthur. Vander Eerden, that one's cleared out. Ball headed back. And Clarke comes away with it. Looking to counter here. Goes out of play. Pride are awarded a throw in. Another substitution for Clarke. This will be number, 2, Dennis Niami. Freshman forward out of Seoul, South Korea. And Kian Halpin for CMU is going to come on. He'll replace Kuhn Schimmel. For the Pride, coming off will be number 9, Hector Mandrano. So, a couple substitutions here as we just get under 10 minutes here in first half action. Clarke, Pride throw-in. Ball sent in. Headed out of the back of the end zone. Goal kick for Central. Stork trying to chase it down. Isaac Johnson. Great save. It's Halpin. Goes out of play. It'll be a CMU corner, I believe. Someone in the peanut gallery is going to have to confirm for me. If it's a corner. You know who's taking it? Isaac, okay. Number 7, Isaac Johnson. So our official's going to have a conversation with the wall that is 18 or 19 strong there in the box. It is packed. This ball sent in. It's Halpin trying to track it down. Throw in. Porojo heads it. Good save by Contreras as he had to keep that ball from going through the back of the inline there, as he had to extend that one out with his arms to keep it over. They'll call a foul on Johnson, so that'll go the other way. Stork. Stork back to Ernay. Ernay. See, Arthur tries to head it. Foul on CMU. Clarke looks to take it quickly. Catch CMU napping. Just under 6 minutes remaining here. Had a few Pride players lurking in the area. It's cleared, though, by Central. But again, Clarke giving CMU all it can handle here in this first half. And CMU with a chance to counter. That's Vander Eerden. He's got Arthur to his right. He'll dish it over to Halpin here on the near side. It's Kean Halpin. Jukes the defender. Back to Porojo. Alvaro Porojo. The senior, Isaac Johnson. Goes out of play. Be a throw-in for CMU deep in Clarke Pride territory. It's ball headed out. Ernay. Isaac Johnson. Johnson. Good move. Jukes his defender. Johnson sends one. Strikes. Got it. Goal. So Isaac Johnson puts Central on the board. Senior playing in his final regular season home game here at Davis Field. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Clarke looking to counter. Clarke. See if I can get a number on that. I think that was Jonathan Velasquez, number 13. Just goes past the far post. Cabras. Headed by Vander Eerden. Ball goes out of play, so it's a good spot if you're a CMU fan. Cuellar on the throw, and as CMU maintains possession. Over to Halpin. Halpin. Cuellar. Over to Isaac Johnson. That's Stork. Matthias Stork. Stork. Cleared out. Contreras, and CMU starting to crank up the offensive pressure here in the closing minutes of this first half. Again, soccer balls seem to be hard to find today. I'm not sure why. Jose Gomez will take this free kick from about 40 yards out. Cuellar. Backside there, Gomez sends one in. Headed away. Still in play. Halpin goes out of play. That'll be free kick for the Eagles. Just about 2 minutes left here. Cabras. Vander Eerden. Liam Arthur comes back the other way. Cuellar heads it. And Clarke, about 90 seconds to work with here. Closing minutes of this first half. Again, we'll get you first half stats, and then we'll take about a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back and get you ready for half number 2. In the meantime, you can get prepped for CMU Eagles volleyball. They're heading over to Benedictine today to play the Ravens for a big-time South Division matchup. Probably the winner of that will get not only the number 2 seed in the South Division, but the number 2 overall seed in the conference tournament. So that'll be at 7 o'clock. So if you guys have double screens on your TVs, you better tune into both of those, because those are going to be some fun finishes here as we close out fall season plays. We'll get a stop on the clock. About a minute left. So throwing will be O'Toole.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Say Halpin had a little bit of an opportunity, but good job by Contreras. O'Toole heads that one away. Personico. Strike. Too far wide right, though. Again, Clarke's had a couple of those scoring opportunities, just a little bit too far out in front. A little bit wide, and CMU's gotten lucky on a few occasions. The Eagles still leading 1-0, about 20 seconds left. Arthur. So a 10-second countdown is on here in the closing minutes of this first half. Clarke trying to find a score. They won't be able to, so that'll do it for the first half here at Davis Field. CMU a 1-0 lead over the Pride off of a absolute screamer of a goal from senior forward Isaac Johnson. So we'll give you guys some quick stats here as we head to the halftime break. CMU finishes the half 9 shots, 3 of those shots on goal, compared to 10 shots and 3 on goal for the Pride. So fairly even between these two sides, which is about what you want to see from the tail of the tape based on their overall and conference records. Mats Vander Eerden with the lone yellow card of the first half. Let's see, 2 shots for Isaac Johnson, Adrian Stock, Alvaro Perojo. Both of Isaac's shots on goal, including the go-ahead goal. So, physical match, though, 10 fouls for CMU, 5 for Clarke, so 15 on both sides. So, physical game as we get going here in the second half. Nikola Cabras, against 3 shots on goal. He's picked up 3 saves. Contreras has picked up 2 saves. One of those is one of those shots on goal, which was 3 of them. Ended up being a goal to give CMU a 1-0 lead here. But we got a lot of second half action. Second half action coming up here. So, CMU 1-0 lead. We've got about 15 minutes left on the clock, so we'll take a break and we'll be back here listening to CMU Eagles men's soccer here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, welcome back to Davis Field. We've got second half action here in the Hart regular season finale between the Central Methodist Eagles and the Clarke University Pride. Just like that, we've already got our first foul of the afternoon or evening, and we're not even 20 seconds into the second half, so kind of the tail of the tape for this match. So again, attacking positions are flipped, I should say. CMU going from left to right on your screen. Pride going from right to left. Eagles leading 1-0 after a goal from senior forward Isaac Johnson in the 41st minute of the first half. Put CMU out in front. So again, a couple of good scoring opportunities for the Pride. Had some low-lining shots that were just a little bit wide of the mark, so looking to see if they can find the equalizer here in their final 45. If they can't, this might be their final 45 minutes of the season. So we'll see what comes of it, though. Got plenty of time to work with, though. CMU with possession here early on. They'll get the throw, and that'll be Erne from across the way. Erne, ball headed out. Ball is cleared. Clarke and Cabras wisely gets back on his line. They're asking for a handball. Officials don't call it. It's Perojo. Alvaro Perojo with some space. Perojo looking for Arthur, too far out in front. Comes the way of Matthias Stork, though. Stork. Ball goes out of play. I think. Yeah. The peanut gallery on my right can confirm or deny these. Deny these assumptions that I make. But again, guys, I've got a wall in front of me. Doesn't really give me the best angle, but as long as you guys have that angle on your screen, should be good. So. Schimmel finds the back of the net. CMU leads 2-0. So we'll pull up a replay for you here. Kuhn Schimmel finds the back of the net for CMU, puts him up 2-0, just about 3.5 minutes in. So, again, some trouble for Clarke is a few defensive miscues, and CMU could very easily be up 3-0 in this match, depending. O'Toole to Johnson. Johnson. It's Lucas Perrin in for CMU over here, number 14 on the near side. Ball sent upfield. Schimmel looking for Perojo. Contreras. O'Toole. Erne comes away with it. I think they called a handball on Jonathan Velasquez, number 13, so I think that'll be a free kick for CMU. Will be Adrian Stock. A little bit of a jailbreak for Clarke. Too many defenders back, though. So Perojo. Johnson's trying to flick it on to Perrin, but again, Gomez for Clarke comes away with it. Goes out of play. That'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. They'll look to take it quickly. Isaac Johnson. Reddy clears it for the Pride, but not before it goes back the way for CMU. Contreras will pick that up, and they'll swing it over on the far side. Ball sent upfield. Erne and Perrin with headers. Lucas Perrin. Perrin will get called for the foul. As Gomez goes down in a heap of pain, but just as I say that, it quickly gets back up. Always fun gamesmanship, I think, in the sport of soccer. Ball sent upfield. Stock heads that one away. Erne. Again, they'll call a foul on Clarke, so CMU will take that free kick quickly. Johnson. O'Toole trying to chase it down. Cuellar. Perojo. Doing battle with, I think that's Bordini over there. Correction, Aguirre. That's Josh Aguirre, junior defender out of La Lima, Honduras. 7 minutes gone here in second half action. If you're just now joining us, goals from Isaac Johnson in the 40th minute, and then 5 minutes into the second half, Kuhn Schimmel put back goal, put CMU up 2-0 here on senior night over the Clarke University Pride. Perrin. Perojo. Looking for Arthur. Liam Arthur. Arthur. Stork. Johnson. Perrin. Clarke comes away with it. Shot too high for number 13, Jonathan Velasquez. Goes over the top of the crossbar. Goes out of play. Again, this first legit scoring opportunity for Clarke in this second half. Again, CMU volleyball just about to tip off over in Atchison, Kansas. That's a big-time matchup, so if you've got double monitors on your screen, you better be flipping back and forth between both of these games, as both have big-time implications in conference tournament seeding as we wrap up regular season action and head into postseason. Just as I say, that's Matthias Stork. Stork's got some space. Matthias Stork with the shot. Too high, hits the bleachers in the back. It'll be a goal kick for the Pride. Stock, good defense, gets it up to Paroho. Stork. Schimmel. That's Schimmel on the far side. Remember, he had the second goal of this match just 5 minutes into the second half. Goes out of play. That'll be a corner kick. It's an opportunity to set piece. If you watch the women's game and all, they had great success on their corner kick set pieces in their victory. Schimmel. Ball's headed. Goes in. And just like that, CMU leads 3-0. I think that's Alvaro Parojo, the senior from Suecia, Spain. And the crowd absolutely goes crazy as it just finds the back of the net before it comes back out. But so again, good scoring opportunities on set pieces for the Eagles. Alvaro Parojo, he's had a few goals this season as we get a couple substitutions for Clarke. Number 12, Alonzo Campos, comes on. He replaces, I believe, number 21, Kevin Kloss. So CMU a 3-0 lead here. Just under 35 minutes left. All in control, and you can see the soccer contingency, especially on the women's side, enjoying that. So we'll get a replay for you guys potentially. Or we already shot it, sorry. I'm over in La La Land not paying attention. That's all right. And it looks like we might have another shot. Too high off the crossbar. Open net. Nothing doing, though. So first, yellow card access to either Lucas Perrin or Matthias Stork. Again, we'll have to confirm cards at the end of the night, but it'll be a yellow card on the Eagles, so it'll be a free kick for Clarke. So we resume action, just about 34 minutes left here in CMU. A flurry of goals here in the second half, and they've got a comfortable lead here over the Pride in a crucial conference matchup to close out regular season play and their hopes for a bid at the conference tournament. We'll see what the Pride can do here. That's Gomez. Good job by Converse. Scoops that up. Mind you, CMU's coming off an 8-0 victory over Culver Stockton College. I think that was Tuesday night. I think all my days run together on homecoming weekend. But 8-0 win, a host of goals for that side. CMU picked up some much-needed points. Ball sent in. couple scoring opportunities for CMU, and CMU looking to pad their lead here. It's about half an hour left. Foul committed on Central, so that'll be a free kick for the Pride. Again, if y'all are around, 9 o'clock pep rally. The great godfather of track and field, Kenny Anderson, will be emceeing the event, so you are not going to want to miss this. If you thought last year was crazy, we're going to try to crank it up. Hopefully. We'll see. You never know. So it should be a fun time, but that's at 9 o'clock in Puckett Fieldhouse, so if you guys are around, be sure to roll on through. I think that'll be a free kick for the Pride. Ball sent in. Still in play. Cleared by O'Toole. Stork's going to try and track it down. And he keeps it in play. Stork has some closing speed. He needs support, though. He's got Arthur. Good tackle, though, by Clarke. Comes away with it. That's Gomez. Clarke trailing 3-0. They need goals, and they need them quickly here. They've got about 30 minutes to work with. Ball sent in. Goes across the face of goal. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Eagles looking to strike again. That's Schimmel. Schimmel, keeper's off his line. Schimmel finds the back of the net. Got it. Goal. So Kuhn Schimmel with his second goal of the night, yeah? Peanut Gallery agrees. I don't know why I forgot that all of a sudden, but Kuhn Schimmel just a breakaway play here, and he had all this space and to juke a couple defenders, and the goalkeeper came off of his line, and then Schimmel just made him pay, slipped it through the back of the net. CMU leads 4-0 here, and they are well on their way to a conference tournament berth here with this stat line. Flurry of goals here in the second half have really put Clarke on their heels. Again, for the people tuning in, if you're got your double screens on, CMU volleyball leading Benedictine College 5-1 in the first set. Is that Clarke gets called for an offsides call. It's number 13, Jonathan Velasquez. So, again, if you guys remember CMU volleyball, they were handed their first conference loss of the year, which was actually one of the first games they played in September at home to Benedictine. 3-1, and Erne comes away with it. Basil Erne to Arthur. Liam Arthur saved. Ball flicked on. Goes out of play. We'll get a stoppage and clock. Someone's getting distributed a yellow card. Josh Aguirre is going to be issued his first yellow card of the evening. Junior defender out of La Lima, Honduras. Again, for CMU Volleyball, Benedictine is the next to Park, probably the top team in the conference, so it's a big-time win if CMU wants to hold a number 2 seed, not only in the South Division, but the number 2 overall seed in the conference tournament. A win over Benedictine would put them in good position as they close out regular season play on Tuesday. They'll host Baker University on Halloween night. They'll have a couple of non-conference games against Missouri Baptist and Columbia College on Monday. So, hey, Clarke. Mm-hmm. So 25 minutes left here. CMU a flurry of second half goals. Gives them a 4-0 lead. Clarke trying to capitalize, goes off the post, finds the back of the net. And that's number 11, Luke Personico. That initial shot goes off the post, and then just he's in the right spot at the right time, and Clarke cuts this lead to 4-1. Disregard everything I just said. No. So that initial goal by Personico ruled offside, so we play on. Clean sheet still in CMU's favor here. Jan Bechter is going to come on for CMU number 3. I think Clarke with a little bit of a breakaway. Tries to thread a pass. Cleared. Gomez still with it for the Pride. Johnson's trying to chase him down. Ball sent in. Right at Cabras, though. Slow roller. Shouldn't be any harm or any damage for the freshman. Ball sent upfield. It's Velasquez with it for Clarke. Shot blocked. That's Campos with the initial shot. Najee Reball, number 29, freshman defender from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, will come on for the Pride. Central holds on that defensive stand. Jan Bechter will come in for CMU here shortly. It's about 20, just under 22 remaining here. Second of action. Goal by Isaac Johnson started off, and then a flurry of goals in the second half. Blown this game wide open. Johnson. O'Toole back to Johnson. A little triangle passing. O'Toole to Perojo. Marinay. That's Schimmel. That's Ernay. Contreras scoops it up, though. Works quickly. That's Gomez. Cabras comes way off his line, and he needs to get back. So then addition for Jan Bechter for CMU, Sophie and Jowsey will also come on. So coming off will be Matthias Stork and Lucas Perrin. And for Clarke, number 33, Josh Aguirre. So 3 substitutions there, 2 for CMU and 1 for Clarke here. Just about hit the 20-minute mark of the second half on senior night. Perojo dribbles up the sideline, goes out of play. Calling for it to stay with CMU, and it does. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Ball sent upfield. Isaac Johnson. Johnson one-on-one. He goes down. Ball goes out of play. You good? O'Toole comes away with it for the Eagles. That Schimmel stays on side. He's got Arthur in the middle. Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel looking for the hat trick. Saved. Goes away for Clarke. Quick throw in for the Pride. Arthur. Too high. Velasquez turns it over. O'Toole. Ball sent upfield. That's Dennis Niame, or excuse me, Akiyama. Headed back. Porojo. Up to Schimmel. Kuhn Schimmel. He's got a brace so far in this match. Sends one up looking for Liam Arthur. O'Toole. It's Martin O'Toole. He's got some space. Taken away. CMU's going to move quickly here. That's Johnson. Johnson to Arthur. Liam Arthur. Schimmel on the far side. Schimmel creeps in. Sends one in, deflected. Goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for CMU. Corner. Cuellar, 16. Still in play. Finally cleared out. Clarke a little bit of a breakaway here. That's Velasquez and Johnson. An Erne doing battle. Goes out of play. Be a goal kick for Central. Just hit 15 minutes. As we'll get another substitution for Clarke. This will be number 17, Danny Valverde. Cabra sends this one way upfield. Ball skied over the box. Again, Clarke trying to find some sort of offensive pressure here as their time is running out. Ball sent in. Missed header. Bechter heads it out, though, so it'll be a corner kick for the Pride. And Dennis Niame will return for the Pride. So corner kick for Clarke. Ball sent into the box. Sent out. So I think they'll just stay put and we'll go again. Ball sent in off the football crossbar, though. Marc Ibanez now in goal for Pride, freshman goalkeeper out of Madrid, Spain. Replaces Fernando Contreras. So Ibanez now in. So two freshman keepers on the pitch at the same time. Don't see it quite. See it more and more in college athletics as you go along. Perojo maintains possession, putting on some fancy footwork. The senior from Suecia, Spain. So if you're tuning in, CMU Volleyball picked up a set 1 win over Benedictine College in Atchison, 25-16. So they're out to a 1-0 lead over Benedictine. Other than Park, that's really been the only conference team that's given CMU trouble early on, as we'll get a stoppage in play here. Number 13, Nafal Hassani. Come on for CMU here shortly. Cuellar goes down. We'll get another stoppage in play. That'll be a yellow card issued to number 12, Alonzo Campos. Be a free kick for the Eagles. Cuellar just elects to send it back to Stock. Stock to Cuellar. So Toole here on the near side. Toole looks to send it upfield. Easy scoop up by Ibanez. A couple more substitutions for Clarke. Number 28, Eric Baum. Number 34, Alexis Matute. One more substitution for Clarke. That'll be number 8, Howard Fernandez. Junior midfielder out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Come on. So just about 7 minutes left here. So Cesar Cuellar gets on the board as well as CMU's now got a 5-0 lead here over Clarke University. 6:54 left here in second half action, and it's about how you want it for a senior night. So another set piece goal on a corner kick. For the Eagles, and it's been one of those nights. Not a fun night if you're a fan of the Pride, but if you're a CMU fan, you want as many set pieces as you can get in this case. About 6 minutes left. CMU comfortably ahead 5-0. Pulling this game wide open with 4 second half goals. With the Pride in a good position to solidify a spot in the conference tournament. Isaac Johnson, a deep throw in, looking for Arthur. Liam Arthur, cleared away. Not before Nafal Hassani comes away with it. He goes down. Johnson. Perojo. O'Toole. O'Toole slow to get up. Eventually does. It'll be a free kick for Cuellar. Take it short over to O'Toole. Nice dish, Perojo. Perojo with a strike. Finds the back of the net. Alvaro Perojo puts CMU up 6-0. So Perojo's second goal of the night. He's got a brace here, and again, a nice pass from Sophie and Jowsey, and Alvaro Perojo just slips it past the keeper. So just a nice threaded pass from Jowsey. So this game has similar contrast to the Culver-Stockton game we just witnessed not too long ago. And we'll get another yellow card. Pretty sure that was, yeah, it was credited to Jowsey, so Sophie and Jowsey credited with, or shouldn't say credited, records his first yellow card of the night. So it'll be a free kick for the Pride. CMU currently tied up with Benedictine in set 2, while it's even at 7-7. They took set 1 convincingly, 25-16, and besides Park, Benedictine's the only team that's been able to knock off Central in conference play. So looking to get a little bit of revenge here in their final road regular season match of the year. Arthur to Jowsey. Jowsey, that's Hassani. Hassani goes down, nothing called. Of course, the entire CMU bench is absolutely livid. Official says play on. We just about 3.5 minutes left. CMU leads 6-0. Just under 3 minutes left. Parojo, just under 2 minutes remaining. We'll get a stoppage in play again. I think we'll get another card. We will. I'm not sure who that was credited to. I'll see if the peanut gallery knows to my left. .34 Alexis Matute gets in the book. Arthur. Shot just too far wide right. Johnson. Looking for Hassani. It's Nafal Hassani. Arthur. So just about 1 minute left here. 60-second countdown is on. So we had a reset and play here to adjust our clock as the countdown is on.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So that's going to do it. CMU picks up a 6-0 victory over Clarke University. 5 second-half goals and just a flurry of them in a matter of minutes gives CMU a 6-0 victory. So we'll give you guys some quick stats here as we close out the evening. CMU finishes with 22 shots, 11 of those shots coming on. 11 of those shots coming on Frayne compared to 15 shots and 5 shots on goal for the Pride. A brace for both Alvaro Perojo and Kuhn Schimmel, and then Cesar Cuellar getting in on the scoring, as does Isaac Johnson. Nicola Cabras is going to pick up the save as he made 5 saves in a full 90 minutes between the posts. So with that, CMU's going to improve to 8-6-3, 5-4-2 in conference play, and they've solidified their spot in the tournament. Clarke is on the outside looking in. They're going to need some help as they fall to 7-5-4, 4-5-2 in conference play. So we'll have postseason soccer on the men's side as well. They'll most likely, well, they will be on the road. See who they end up taking on. It'll most likely be a William Penn or MNU kind of matchup depending. So that'll be next week. So that'll do it here from Davis Field. We've got pep rally stuff to get to, so I'm going to get off here. But again, shout out to all my team for all that they do to make the broadcast possible. It's not easy to do on a day in and day out basis, but we appreciate them all. So that'll do it here. CMU comes away with a 6-0 victory over Clarke University. This is Rach Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Men's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network.